Hello, today we're talking about XYO network. It is the first decentralized cryptographic location network built for the world of future. And it makes possible for smart contracts to access the real world, by using XYO network's ecosystem of devices to determine if an object is at a specific XYO coordinate. If it is, one can set up applications which execute transactions in the smart contracts. So when we are on the main page of this platform, we can, in theory, we could choose one of these available languages, but there is another available language but English. So we stay here as it is shown, and we can see also that we have enough time to get whitelisted for token sale. It's a little bit less than 5 days left to get whitelisted for token sale. It's a very ordinary and simple process of registration. We have just to enter our email address and press the button Join Whitelist. So let's go back. And what we see here below, you can see the video that explains the principles of XYO network working. And it shows that the main idea was to combine opportunities of blockchain and Ethereum technology in order to track anything in the world. So the beacons that were made by this company are created in order to make a cryptographical picture of the world, or cryptographical map of the world. So if some things are in some certain point which was included into this map, you can track it anywhere where cellular phones or GPS are available. And this means that now you can use anything from the technologies which before were shown as fantastic technologies from the future. For instance, self-driving cars without a driver, without a human driver, or self-flying drones that can deliver your parcels and packages from the shop where you have bought some stuff to the doors of your house, and other things. But it's just we can compare it just with scratching the surface when we try to open more and more opportunities of future technologies. And here are economic potentials of the markets that are dealing with crypto world. For instance, when you see that when you go here, you see that the Bitcoin total market cap is over $145 billion. And compare it with the location line trade markets, it's over $11 trillion. So this company, this project XYO is aimed to go to this point, to cover this market. And they show that Ethereum, Bitcoin, and blockchain in a whole, that these are just only tools to achieve this aim. So when we go here, we can see the principles of its working, and we see also that I think we have to go here. Here is principles of Oracle network of XYO. So we can see that Here are some key processes and components which have to be united into one entire ecosystem, and it includes developers, Ethereum blockchain, smart contracts, adapters, components from XYO network, and here are sentinels, bridges, diviners, and archivists. And all this data that were sent by beacons will be collected and gathered into some data stores, and they can be used by other devices or by other users for their personal purposes. And below you see the key components of XYO network ecosystem. I mentioned it before. And one of the key definitions is proof of origin. It's a comparison with traditional proof of origin versus proof of origin made by XYO networks devices. And also you can see here some information concerning the platforms that are aimed to support the blockchain platforms. Here is a great number of them. And also you see here information about the utility token that is used, which was created in order to be used as a regulatory tool in the frames of this network. So we see here examples of smart contracts API where they can be met, and also comparison centralized and decentralized platforms concerning some key issues. I mean, process of verification. It also deals with the amount of fees, with freedom to use, with entrance barriers and others. And if we have nothing to say about the figures, let's go to the section of token sale. And we see here some information about token sale. As you see here, that public token sale will take place on the March 12th, 20th till the 20th of May, and the token is marked as XYO token. It will be available on this token address, and the total assurance that is shown here, it will be kept at the amount reached after the token main sale, and the total amount of the token released during the main sale is 100 trillion. 100 billion tokens, and all the unsold and unallocated tokens will be burnt. And as you can see here, the public token sale price or hard cap, it looks this way. Per 1 Ethereum you can buy 100,000 of XYO tokens, and that it will be maxed out at 1 Ether. So it looks here this way. And as for the other figures, so you know that we have to find some information about the sections that can be used for the XYO network. So here you can see a selection of use cases for the XYO network. It concerns airport, drone technology, e-commerce, hospitals, insurance, national security, rental car facilities, and others. And very good news for those who's ready to develop, who has an own blockchain project and is ready to develop it. You can apply for the grant on this platform, and if it is supported by the team, you can develop your own project and make it possible to be done. So this project looks very attractive, but really I'm not sure how it will work in the future, because as they say themselves, it's just a surface, and they have just to they have just to discover their main primary opportunities and possibilities. So I think it will be shown later when such blockchain technologies will enter our lives very, very close and deep. So thank you for attention. See you next time.